Hello, how's everyone doing? Guess what day is today? Today is the perfect day to make some honey butter biscuits, don't you think? Yes, so what happened was I made for dinner one day, this week, some honey butter biscuits because I was doing a southern themed dinner and people went crazy asking for the recipe. So I thought, after a little poll as well, that it was a perfect recipe to share for this week because it's so easy. I'm sure you have everything in hand. If you don't have honey, which I'm pretty sure most people do, I'm assuming you could also use maple syrup. I think it's a pretty flexible recipe as well to do variations with alternative flour, alternative fats, almond milk, whatever kind of milk you have. I haven't personally tried it, but it doesn't mean it's not going to work. And again, that's the beauty of cooking and baking, trial and error, and seeing what works, what doesn't work. These babies remind me of, do you guys remember Church's Chicken famous biscuits? For me, those were the best. And I loved it as a kid so much. And I remember that they were just like pillowy and perfect and sweet, but not too sweet. And I am a sucker for anything that's sweet and sour. So this is the perfect treat to have for breakfast, for snack, mid-morning. You can make great sandwiches with it because the next day after my dinner, I made some fried chicken and cheddar biscuit sandwiches, and guys, that was insane. Most of y'all saw it and you were like, I want that. So you can now make it at home. You can also do breakfast sausage sandwiches. You can do ham and cheese, or you can just simply add some butter and some jam or no jam, and it's the perfect thing to have today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, any day. Also, doing some research for this particular recipe, I came across some very interesting information. Like in May, here we celebrate not once but twice National Biscuit Day, because one is National Buttermilk Biscuit Day and the other one is National Biscuit Day. So now you have a recipe to celebrate such an important holiday. Also, quick note, if you don't have buttermilk, that's fine. You can just take whatever milk you're using, whether it is soy milk, almond milk, regular milk, and add 2 tablespoons of vinegar, white vinegar, or lemon juice, and just let it sit for a little bit. It's gonna make a very nice buttermilk. Further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started on this biscuit recipe. Although this is totally extra step, I do suggest going ahead and grating it. But if you don't want to have the workout, you can just simply dice it very, very, very small, and it's going to do the same trick. with just enough flour for it not to be sticky anymore. It's not going to be a perfect smooth dough like it would be for a regular bread, but I just want it to be manageable, and this is what you're looking for. It doesn't have to be perfect, because remember, we are going to drop these. We're not going to roll them out and cut them out, which is what's beautiful and perfect about this. So let's get started on the portioning. I am going to use a 1/4 cup measurement to yield larger biscuits, because these have a lot of baking powder. But if you want, you can do them in an 1/8 cup measurement, or you can also use tablespoons, or you can even measure the weigh of them out if you'd like. From here, it's whatever you see. It's kind of sticky still, but that's good, because we're gonna drop them into our baking tray, but it's all good. Okay, so I have run out of parchment paper, which is why I'm going to use aluminum foil, which is fine, as long as you lightly grease it. That way you guarantee nothing's gonna stick to it. If you have parchment paper, be my guest, use that. That's my best option, but I'm at home quarantining, so this is the best that I've got. So my biscuits are out of the oven. As you can see, they're nice and golden brown, and they're not perfect, but that's great, because that's what we're looking for. And then right after they come out of the oven, you're going to add more butter, more of that delicious honey butter. You're going to brush it on top. That way it gives it a nice, it makes it nice and shiny, plus it adds that delicious flavor of butter and honey to this biscuits, because that's what really takes it off the park. Really. Don't skip on this. Don't forget about it, because this is where the magic happens. Okay, so I'd be lying to you if I told you that I've been waiting for this to cool. That's not true, but I would suggest putting them in a cooling rack and let them come to room temperature, or at least, not be that hot, so for like 5 minutes. But I cannot wait, so I'm just going to, break all the rules, forget about the laws of cooling. There is such a thing, and I am just going to dig into this. Okay, can you see that? No? Yes? I don't know. I am going to, guys, this is out of this world. This is perfect. Honey. These are great. Actually, once I'm done doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and make some breakfast sandwiches for lunch, because what else? Because I can. This is perfect with fried chicken, with everything, guys. There's nothing that these biscuits don't go well with. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.